up on them right now, boy. See that little red thing right there? They got the eye of the tiger. I was just driving by and I seen this sweet little red Supreme backpack. And I know that you're homeless, and I know that you need money. I wanted to get it on film that when I say that I bought a $10,000 Supreme backpack from somebody, some homeless guy, I'm not lying. Now that I have this supremely expensive backpack, it's time to clean it. You see, she is just a filthy, dirty girl. But don't worry, Daddy's gonna clean you up real nice. Now that it's nice and vacuumed, I got some wipes and some stain remover. See, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like a little bit dark. It's a little bit dark on the band, and it's obviously got some marks on it. The interior of it actually pulls out, which actually really helped me when I was trying to vacuum it. So we're gonna try a little bit of the stain remover and these wipes on it on the inside to make sure that, say if it was bleach or something, it would completely destroy it. So we're gonna try a little bit of it on the inside before we put it on the whole thing. There seems to be like a little bit of what seems to be makeup on it. So I guess we'll just spray some on here. This is not going how it's supposed to. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pour a little bit on. Take one of these towels and just put some on there. So I do decree that these are some safe products. Now I'm just gonna hammer it, drizzle it on that bitch. All right, it's looking a little bit better. And for the people who are going to say that this is a fake bag, I probably believe you too. But I mean, my God, this is a really, really good fake. It does have some sort of kind of like credentials. It says like Louis Vuitton, Paris, made in France. Try these wipes, man. Let's see, is this Sharpie? Is it a pen? It looks like it's really on there. Yeah, I don't think it's Sharpie, but it's definitely something that's really in there. About time that I get a new toothbrush anyways. You see how they just freaking tied up? They literally just tied it. It's not broken or anything. They just tied it back on like that. That's weird. That's how they're supposed to be. The stains are still definitely very visible, but I'm not planning on reselling it or anything, so it should be fine. Jesus Christ, on us little clips, it literally says Louis Vuitton. As for these little things, these are supposed to, keep in mind, I'm definitely not an expert on cleaning bags or anything whatsoever. I literally just winged that, but these are supposed to tuck in there so they don't get bent out of shape. And these actually fold down like this. These go like that. Looks real nice. Now I'm going to bring over my other Louis Vuitton backpack. This is going to be the very first time that both of the bags are meeting, because I kept them separated. Oh yeah, doesn't that look nice right there? The other bag has significant damage because it's also, she's missing her little, there's like a little hoop that this model has. Also, these things are kind of deteriorating. And then also, I want to get this fixed. I want to get these fixed because if I put it on, it actually might snap off. But it's an alright shape because it does have everything besides the ring right here. Do I look like a hype beast? Actually, my very first time wearing it. It feels really, really nice. This part of the video is going to be very explicit. But you ever have like a dream that like when you wake up, you're like what the fuck? Like, why the hell was that necessary? Well, like just last night, like I had a dream that like, literally like I remember my dad, like he didn't even like look at me in the eyes, but he told me that he had fucking stage 4 cancer. And then in the same dream, like my oldest brother was like dead, and like I think that I killed him because there was like blood splattered all over my truck, and his body was just lying like right there. And like I didn't even acknowledge it. And it's just like, I remember like there was just so much blood that like when I woke up, I was like, what the fuck? Very sorry, but I needed to get it out. So this bag is used for my clothing, my security stuff that like I don't use on a weekly basis, like my bomber jacket and everything like that. That all, like, this bag is necessary for me to keep because like I need like the extra storage. For this bag, I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for yet. But honestly, I probably might just use it for fashion. After I did wake up, I did go into the gym. I did like 10 minutes of cardio. I took a shower and then went to work. And on my 10-minute break, like that's when you see me, like I drove past it and I seen it and I was like, oh, you know, I did a U-turn and then I took out the fucking camera and then like recorded like a little bit of it. But like when I walked up there, it was like a lady. She was like maybe probably a little bit older than me. And she was like sitting in there and I was just like, oh, are you willing to part with that bag? Like, do you want to like sell that bag? And she was like, I can't understand you. I can't hear you. You know, I guess she was like partly deaf or something. No, I was not taking advantage of like some like deaf freaking, like she was like ghetto as hell. Like she was like write it down. And then I pulled out this exact piece of paper. Will you part with your bag? So I just skipped straight to the point. I was like, will you take $20 for the bag? And then apparently like her boyfriend was like laying inside the tent like on the ground, and like I seen this face, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm just glad I wasn't trying to talk some game or something with her. And he was laying right there and he could hear perfectly fine. So I don't know why the fuck she had me pull out a piece of paper and write down like what I was trying to say to her. And he was like, nah, man, we paid like a lot more for it than that. And then he said, will you take 40? And in my mind, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take 40. I was like, oh, you know, I don't know, man. So I went back to my truck and I was just like, let me see like how much money I have. And like, you know, like I made it seem like, oh, I'm like, oh, this is like a really, really bad idea. I don't think I had that much money. I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and take 40. So I gave him I gave them the $40. And then like I picked up the bag and the bag was super heavy. I was like, what the hell? And I looked in it and there was like some tools in it. I was like, oh, do you want these tools? And he was like, oh shit, yeah. And like I gave him the tools, and then honestly, like it was a really cool transaction. It was a really cool transaction because they felt like they got like a lot out of it, and obviously they don't know what the hell this is. They don't know that these sell for like literally like $10,000. They just see Supreme. Like I remember like way back in the day, like when I still had my Louis Vuitton backpack, I seen this, you know, like I talked to a lot of homeless people because like I'm homeless too, and like he had like the straps, just like these straps for it, and it had like Louis Vuitton, and then he was telling me that he ripped off the straps to make like a belt for himself. I was like, hey man, do you know those bags, those ones over there sell for like $2,000? And he was like, really? It's like, I had no idea. I just like make belts out of them. And I was like, oh, you fuck. So they literally have absolutely no idea what these go for, but I knew. So I went out, I made an offer. They wanted a little bit more. I gave them a little bit more. So that was an amazing transition. I can't promise you that if you take control over your life and live your life how you want it and be a good person, that God is going to come down from the sky and hand you a $10,000 Louis Vuitton Supreme backpack. I can't promise you that. But what I can promise you is that I'm going to make a brand new, clean ass piece of content every single day at 5 o'clock in the morning all of 2025. That is if I don't go batshit crazy in my brain. Oh, sorry, I should have checked this before I made the video. It's not a $10,000 Supreme backpack. It's a $9,000 Supreme backpack. All of us. There was nobody.